We now know more about what led to the arrest of a Sarasota paving company owner. Deputies say Thomas Borchert accepted nearly $15,000 from clients and never did any of the work. He's now facing grand theft charges. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano has more details about this investigation and how it's also connected to another very similar one we've been telling you about.
Good evening. The last name might sound familiar. Thomas Borchert is the cousin of Arthur Borchert, who's in the center of another criminal investigation for the same thing. I spoke with a retired deputy who says she's one of many who gave Thomas a deposit for work he never did.
I worked harder on this case than I ever did as a deputy, I have to tell you.
For 1 year and 2 months, Carolyn Price tried to get answers from Thomas Borchert with 5-star brick pavers.
We were sending text messages back and forth. Every week or two I'd send him, hey Tom, how about my $5,000 back? Oh, I got a check, I'll be down there shortly. I mean, this is up until a week before he was arrested.
Price gave Borchert $5,000 to install new pavers last August, and almost immediately she suspected something wasn't right.
I started getting the excuses, and so I was like, okay, this is not going to end well. I mean, I knew, in my gut, I knew this was just not a civil. This was just not one little incident. This was an ongoing criminal endeavor. And I didn't want him to get away with it. I didn't.
She started digging and she found what our investigation found: pages of charges.
And found out that he had been charged civilly and had all these liens. I mean, tens of thousands of dollars of liens.
Sound familiar? Thomas Borchert allegedly never paid the paper suppliers, who in turn put liens on the homes of his customers. It's the same story we heard from another customer of his cousin, Arthur Borchert, the owner of another paper company in Sarasota.
I feel bad for all the other victims. That bothers me, that he scammed so many people. And I don't want him to keep doing it. I want him to be stopped. And now you've got another family member, which to me is just horrifying, that it's not just him, it's another person doing it, and they're related to him. You know, that makes that whole investigation a bigger picture.
Now, we reached out to Thomas Borchert several times over the last few days. Calls to his business line, emails, and even a Facebook message, all with no response. I did reach out to the sheriff's office for an update on his cousin, Arthur Borchert, and Trademark Pavers. They say that investigation remains active and ongoing. I'm reporting in Sarasota, Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.